had a good week. And if you didn't, it's okay. Because you know what? I didn't either. It may not seem like it, but I am very upset right now. That's like an inside joke. Anyway, instead of lashing out my anger towards other people rather than misprojecting it, I'm going to eat fruit. So we have some guava, some passion fruit. Let me turn it off. Strawberries, some carrots, and look at these cute little golden apples. Aww. But yeah, what better way to release your anger than by cutting things up? Ta-da! Woo! Look at all this fruit. It actually looks like a lot now that I see it. Oh my god. My advice? When you're angry, eat something good for you. Let's dig in. First, I'm gonna get the passion fruit. Not gonna lie, I bought this a few days ago, so I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but this is what it looks like. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be more like this, but it's okay. Got my spoon. Passion fruit's my favorite flavor for like my boba teas. Bubble tea, I guess. Oh, I call it boba, but then I actually don't get boba sometimes. So it's the fruit tea that I like, that I prefer with my boba or with gelato. Oh, it's so good with gelato. I know it looks really weird, but oh, this one's tarty. Ooh, ooh, has a tarty kick. Ooh, another one. Oh, see, already the tardiness of it is making me less angry. But then I remember, why was I angry? Oh, right. And you may ask, girl, what are you angry about? That may be too personal, but there is something of similar thing that has also made me upset. Can you believe it? There are these people wearing hoodies and their masks, and they're pushing elderly Asian people. The assault in Asian Americans has gone up since last year, and it hasn't gone down. And it's so ridiculous. And because of the rhetoric that was spread around, can't even deny it, people who cannot see that there are so many countries within the continent of Asia, they're like, they see an Asian person and they're like, attack, attack, let's do this to them, let's do that. They did this to us. Or they get an elderly, weak person, they're like, they can't do anything to us now, let's get them. The thing that upsets me about that is that, why would you do that to someone? Like, what if that was your grandpa? I think that's what it is that I think about. Taking a bite of the guava. Be a guava. I just feel like when people are able to do that, they are unable to think of anyone but themselves. If you could just say, like, what if that was your grandpa? You should be able to be like, you know what? I can't do it. I was always told to never eat the guava seeds. First, when I was a kid, it's because they said that, kind of like watermelon, it's gonna grow. But now I know it is for digestive reasons, but I'm too lazy. So I'm just gonna hope for the best. Strawberry. Yum. But yeah. And it's getting to the point now where actors like Daniel Day Kim and Gemma Chan, like, they're putting out rewards for someone to catch these people because they know that no one is really going to do anything. I mean, yeah, basically, we've learned that nothing's going to happen unless the government finds some way that could benefit them, you know? I've never tried these baby apples or crimson gold apples. But it's not the actor's job to do this. Isn't this what the police is for? Like, Jesus. What a coincidence. How easy it is for them to find someone from the Black Lives Matter protest by her Etsy. And then it took a few days for them to find that guy who stormed the Capitol. And now they still can't find the guy who did it, who pushed that elderly man and ended up murdering him. What a coincidence. The hierarchy of the system is so messed up. Oh. What I think is upsetting about these situations is when we have to define exactly what Asian they are. And I'm assuming they're gonna call them an immigrant. They don't talk about, you know, there was a kind of thing where like first it was a Vietnamese elderly person, then there was a Filipino American elderly person, a Chinese, like it's, but the thing is that this has been going on, this hate crime specifically for Asian people because of the COVID since the beginning of this pandemic. I remember at the beginning of this whole thing, story time, when my mom was visiting the Philippines, at that time it really was just Asia. So we were being cautious. We were telling them, or telling her, wear your mask when you're on the plane. If you can, try to avoid going anywhere. That's just what you do. So even when I was dropping her off, I wore my mask. No one had told us to. We just did it. And of course, coincidentally, only Asian people are wearing their mask, but it's because they're going to Asia. And I kid you not, there was a tiny girl, and now I know a Karen, walking past us, and they're going to Asia too, because if you don't know the LAX terminal, like, it's designated. I've gone there enough where I know where Philippine Airlines is going to be. I know where Ava Airlines is going to be. I know where Japan Airlines is going to be. Like, they don't mix it up. So knowing that they're in our area, I was like, you are obviously going to Asia too. But I overheard them because I was helping my mom. And then she just goes, the kid goes, Mommy, I'm scared. I'm scared of going to the plane now. And they're like, why, sweetie? And they're like, because everyone's wearing their mask. And that Karen, you know what that Karen said? She was like, oh, sweetie, they're just doing that to scare us. What? No. No, 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 no. I'm wearing a mask. My mom is wearing a mask because we do not want your Karen, mini Karen germs all over us while you're in the plane, okay? Didn't want that. Yes, we did because my mom was going to Asia, but also at the same time, you're all disgusting. I don't want to be near you. I hate going to the bathrooms at LAX, although they are very nice and clean. I hate it. I hate going to public restrooms. No. It was so ridiculous. They thought it was some sort of scare tactic. Like, we thought, like, oh my God, there's gonna be Karens there. You know, it would be funny if we fuck with them. But then on the flip side too, there are a lot of Asian Americans going against each other. Another thing too, like at the beginning of the pandemic, when there was obviously a rise in Asian American hate crimes. I had a friend who thought that by wearing the American flag and the Philippines flag on his like lapel, like as a lapel pin, they'd be like, oh, he's not Chinese, skip him. And I was like, no, we are giving them the benefit of the doubt that they even know the flag. They're gonna see a star and they're like, communist! That's it. It's just a bad situation that was never fixed. There was never an apology for it. Like I said before, I didn't like it. Because what if that was my family? What if all of a sudden my grandpa was walking in the streets and all of a sudden someone pushed him over? And they're like, oh, it's just a push. No, like, your bones are brittle when you grow older. Like, that's not okay. And then when they're like, send them home. In the 1900s, the Filipino people were seen as animals in the World Fair. Do not forget that Filipinos were tied up. I believe there's even a poem about it. I forgot the guy's name. There is a poem that I learned in my hyper-religious school about savages, and that's about Filipinos. And it's like when they see them, they're like, oh, we need to save them. So there's a history of that, where in the World Fair, you brought us here as entertainment, like someone brings a lion, okay? There's one. The other one, we were conquered by the Spanish, so we came here with the Spanish people. So there's like a huge community. The first community, I think, is in like Mississippi or something like that. The third one was in Alaska. You guys needed help with canning meat. You didn't want to get your own people to do it, so you outsourced to the Philippines. You had us work in sugarcane fields in Hawaii. Well, that was still a territory. which was still messed up, by the way. And then the kicker, the reason why 30% of COVID deaths are Filipino, the reason why you see a Filipino at almost every single hospital is because in the 1960s, you guys, United States of America, offered it. You're like, hey, if you want to be a citizen here, if you want to get your visa, work as a nurse. We need you. We need you because you couldn't handle the situation that was happening right now. So you needed to divert your attention somewhere else. What a coincidence. So we are here because you asked us to, okay? I was saying, check your facts about that. Even if the person who is being attacked isn't Filipino, is Black, is Hispanic, is a person of color, there's a power trip that they want from this stuff. And they're not doing anything about it. Actors have to pay. They're literally asking for someone to do it. And you know why? At the end of the day, that they're attacking elderly people is because if they believe the stereotypes that elderly people are meek and, you know, they got like that Mr. Miyagi vibe, kinda, where they won't ever attack back, it's because they're fucking scared of younger Asian Americans who can kick their fucking ass. That's right. Even though Cobra Kai has only one Asian person and he still is the bad guy, martial arts has always been a thing. Only knowing from the outside, they're scared of. Kung Fu, Karate, Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, all that. Aikido, Hapkido, I can name them all. Eskrima, I should have said that first. Those people wouldn't dare go for a young Asian American. That's how they do it. And don't get me wrong either. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud to be an American in the sense that me being able to speak up about this, about to just be able to talk about this, is because of the sacrifices that both my mom and dad did to come here. Talk all they want, or talk all you want about immigrants. Go ahead, make fun of them. But some of you who make fun of them would not have the balls to go across the world to sacrifice, to take care of your family, not even for yourself, really. Talk to the OFWs who are away from their families. They're literally using half of their paycheck to bring it back home to their kids or to their sisters, their brothers, their parents. That shit is hard. I can't. I don't even want to leave LA. I don't want to leave LA. And for the 700,000 that did, please, thank you. Traffic has been so nice. Go. Ironically, the people who left LA too are the people who couldn't handle the rules and regulations and wanted to have a chance at their life. What a coincidence. I think it sucks too that when I bring up these things, how it sucks that this is happening to people and there should be something going on to regulate this. Some people are also just like, you know, just be glad it's not you. Be glad that you're an American. But to the eyes of the people here, I'm not. I am very well educated. I know it may not seem like it, but I am. You know, did well at school, just like the Asian stereotype. Did well in math, Asian stereotype, played an instrument, but I space out for 2 seconds, like at a market, and literally they'll be like, hi, are you okay? Because slanted eyes, pigmented skin, maybe you aren't American. Now I'm kind of getting really full from this. If I had to choose which one I'll finish, for sure strawberries. I think the guava. I'm okay, but we'll see. And of course I know there's gonna be Asian people, Asian American people who totally don't agree with me, and that's fine. The beauty of living here is that you can disagree with me. I just feel like at the end of the day, it's Asian American. We're not just American. And honestly, I don't know. I like knowing my roots, my heritage, because that's still a part of me. Also, something I thought about when I think about all of this. For those of you who watch Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton's white, okay? But of course, played by Lin-Manuel Miranda, so he looks Hispanic. And what an interesting thing is that throughout the entire musical, regardless of how much he's put into this country, because if you think about it, he was a young kid when he came here to the United States. He fought in the war, the Revolutionary War. He helped write the Constitution. He founded the Treasury. And yet, at no point in the songs does it never stop mentioning he's an immigrant. There's a point where they're like, this immigrant's gonna beat us? This immigrant? So, I don't know. Maybe it's just because rhyme or reason. You know? I just find it interesting. Me being using that minor in English I got from college. But it's true though. In their eyes, he died an immigrant. So what will it take for America to see someone else as their own? I feel like it's like a complete whitewash assimilation. Don't know anything about your background, your culture. But even then, I feel like there's still a chance they'll still just see you as an immigrant. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I'm angry about. And honestly, I've said this before, I like to handle things internally. So today, I felt it boiling, and I was about to be anger from inside out, go, but I feel better with food. And I hope you do too. That is my love language to you. I present food. Damn, we actually get full from fruits and vegetables. Oh my god. Well, I will eat this at a different time because I'm getting super full. But yes, okay. I hope you enjoyed eating fruits and vegetables with me. I will definitely do another video where we have more vegetables. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had a good day. And if not, it's okay. We worked out our stress together. Tomorrow is going to be a new day. Bye!